Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you for joining me in an Advent Countdown project. Today I have a Christmas chocolate box, and while it doesn't particularly look Christmassy necessarily, because it's not particularly sort of bright and shiny colours and all of that sort of thing, it is Christmas paper, and I reckon you can get some nice chocolate truffles for Christmas. So I'm going to show you how to make this one, but I'm using different colours. I am using Pear Pizzazz, and then my piece of cardstock measures 8 by 11 inches, which is 28 by 20.5 centimetres, and you start scoring on the long side first at 1.5 inches, 4 3/4, 6 1/4 and 9.5 inches, which in metric is 4, 12, 16 and 24 centimetres. And then you turn it round and you score it again at 1.5, and then this time it's 6.5 inches, which is 4 and 16.5 centimetres. I'll quickly give you the finished dimensions because I always forget that. 1.5 inches, which is 4 centimetres, by 3 1/4 inches, which is 8 centimetres, by 5 inches, which is 12.5 centimetres. So a good size box. All sorts of yummies in there. Right, so let's put this box together. So fold and burnish your score lines. I do burnish them well. Our cardstock is, well, I know what it is in GSM because that's the European, so it's 215 GSM. I don't know how many pounds that is for overseas ladies. I'm often asked what weight my cardstock is and what brand I use. I only use Stampin' Up because that's all I sell. But it is good, strong stuff, and it's coloured all the way through. So that's why it's really sturdy. So before I start cutting, hold it with the long side like that, and we're going to cut up all 4 of those little score lines. But cut perfectly straight alongside the rectangular bit and cut into the square. And it's worth taking that little bit of extra time to do this all the way round. I'm not going to for video purposes because we'll be here all night. I will notch that one very slightly, but it is worth taking a few extra seconds just to do that. Like I say, it's either that or I chatter on for ages. I'm just going to cut straight down those and just notch that one. Okay, now you have a choice as to whether you're going to put the DSP on now. I like that mine is actually loose and the whole of the decoration is completely loose, and it is a fold over box. I didn't open it, I'll show you in a second. It is all loose, so you're just at this point sticking the box together, and it's all 3 of these little square tabs is where, all 6 of them is where you want to put your adhesive. So your adhesive of choice needs to be strong. I'm using the Fast Fuse. You could use sticky strip, you could use Tombow. Don't use snail when you're working with cardstock. It just won't, it won't stick enough. Why is that sticking itself? Oh, it's catching at the top. Huh, that's useful, isn't it? Sticky strip, snail is nowhere near strong enough for something like this. When you're using snail, I mean, I must do a video on what glues and adhesives I use, but essentially snail is good for paper to paper, and that's it, really. Or paper to card, but not card to card. Okay, sorry, I'm chattering away. Fold in the tabs, decide which is going to be the top and the bottom. This is going to be my bottom, so you need to fold those ones in as well. And here. And then these ones stick to the top. And that one too. And I should be able to, yes, there I can. That is the reason you notch out. Can you see that's just a bit too high? That's the reason you notch. It's not too bad on the other side actually. It's just a tiny bit over, but that's why you take a little bit of extra time. Okay, small oval punch or something just to round. Here, just to give you a grab open, hold a doodah bit thingy. So that's obviously how the box closes, and that just means you can open it and close it easily. So that's the box made. It's not a unique design that I've made, you know, I've made it plenty of times before. I'm just making it in a different size for you. For chocolate truffles, seriously, chocolate truffles in there, yum. Anyway, my DSP, this is the All Is Calm, which is beautiful, and obviously it's the matching colour. 3 inches by 10.5 inches, so 7.5 centimetres by 27 centimetres, and just wrap it round. Don't be, you know, worrying about your measurements or anything. Just wrap, and then pinch at the join, at the crease marks. I'm going to reinforce these in a second. Wasn't that quick? So that's just where I pinched before. And you know, I don't measure everything. This is reality for me. This is my real life crafting. It is just like this. I just bung it round and, you know, get a rough idea, and that's how I work. Okay, some adhesive on here. So this is the part that you can use some snail. So I should grab my snail because it's paper to paper. And just come along one of the edges on the inside. Wrap it round. I didn't turn my computer monitor off, so it's binging away with Facebook messages for me. There we go. And then that will continue to slide on and off. I'm going to show you how to make my rosette in a minute. So at this time I use... Oh, I forgot to sponge the edges. Oh, I'm rubbish, aren't I? I sponged the edges with chocolate chip there. That was the burlap ribbon. This time I'm using the Pear Pizzazz chevron ribbon, and there is no knot or bow because actually I've attached it at the back because we've already got a seam going on there. I don't object too much to there being another seam, so when I can find my sticky glue dots, a couple of those on each end. And they are enough to just to hold it in place, really. So into the middle there and there. So it's all still sliding. And then my little twist of stuff. Well, how did I create it? I'm not really sure. I don't know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some fast fuse on here into one of the corners, because actually that's what I'm going to stick it to. I just pulled off a length of seam binding ribbon. What have we got here? 1, 2, 3.5 foot. So I've got 3.5 foot, so maybe a metre of ribbon. I'm picking up 2 ends and the other end here. So I've got the looped there and I've got my loose ends there, and I'm just twisting. It's just going round and round and round and round, because as it's twisting on my finger, it's twisting this up. And I don't want to do it too tight because I want it to do that and just twist up. And that kind of really was all I did. Talk about a bimbly crafter. And it just looked quite pretty. And because I've got my adhesive there, I don't have to let go of too much because it just all sticks down. I've got these 2 little tails that are quite cute. I don't really know. I don't know what else to say really, other than I twisted and stuck it on and it looked cute. Oh my goodness. Let's have some linen thread to make a sort of a bit more of a loop. It's got the kink in. I've said this before. To de-kink, you take your bone folder and just gently run it across it. And it kind of, it's a bit like stretching curling ribbon. I'm sure if I did, I wonder what would happen if I did this really tight, if I did this really hard. Let's experiment. Oh yeah. It's got a proper little spiral going on there. Oh, that's quite cute too. Oh, I do like that. Can you see that? That's pretty. Oh, well, let's just bundle that up as well and bung it in. Why not? Oh dear. Fun crafting. Actually, crafting is fun. You should keep it fun. Don't make it too serious. So there's glue dots on the back of that little sort of clustery bit there. Stick it on. Tuck bits away if needed. And then I just put some stars on it. And I've got... Yeah, I kind of like those. Oh, that's not sticking down. Oh, Is that a thunderstorm? So that was my husband in the garden. Yeah, I think I'll have some stars. So some champagne glimmer paper with my stars, itty bitty accents, mini glue dots on the back. There's an awful rumble out there. I don't know if it's coming across on camera. It's a lot of noise. And the garden shed is literally outside my window. There we go. They'll help anchor that linen thread. You can hide all sorts of seams under a little punch, can't you? Have that one there. And that is so cute. And it is all loose. It's not attached. That is so sweet. I love it. And that's actually been sat on there for, I don't know, maybe a week. I made these samples up a while ago, or this sample up. Oh, I've put, I put it on the wrong side. That's the back. Oh, I'm just daft at times. That's the front of the box. Let's turn it round. I could be dangerous, couldn't I? Anyway, there you go. Thank you so much for joining me. See you on Wednesday for another Advent Countdown project, because we're having an extra one this week. Take care. Bye.